What's up, guys? This is Josh from My Paranormal. I am going to talk today about my experiences at the James J Eldred house in Eldred, Illinois. Haven't been there in a few years, but it's definitely one of the most haunted locations that I've ever um, had the privilege to investigate for sure. Um, I've had numerous experiences there. I first went to the place I believe it was in 2006 with a ghost tour, and there hasn't been a time there that I haven't been disappointed. Um, I've never caught anything there. I did get an EVP there, and if you if you look the place up, you'll find a story possibly about William. Well, they would probably never admit it, but I am the individual that caught the EVP where they got the voice or the name William. And ever since that EVP, they've used a lot of William. Now, I know they've mentioned the fact that they knew of this child male that is also one of the entities that haunt this place, along with pretty much the entire James J Eldred family. His daughter Alma, who's been seen numerous times, and I've myself has experienced her firsthand. My sister saw her on the staircase that's in the house, and me and another gentleman actually heard her singing upstairs while we were down in the kitchen area. But I don't have that EVP anymore. The computer that it was on actually crashed, which is an aggravation, but I'm sure somebody still out there might have it. But it said Williams with me, and that's what it was, and ever since then they started using the William. But I'm the one who caught it, but I don't think I'm going to get any recognition from it, so, it's okay. It's okay. I'll give them that one. There's a Native American there that I felt that I've had an experience with. I think he's a character that demands respect. Had a little technical difficulty right there. Like I said, he's a character that I feel he demands respect, and if you give it to him, then I think he's one of the more friendly entities on the property. And also, some years back, they, I guess, excavated Native American bones on the property, and they had to call in a tribe that they believe he was part of, so they could properly rebury him. And there's been some crazy footage there that's been filmed over the years. You can look them up and on YouTube, and you can find some stuff that's been on there. But it's definitely a creepy place. I got left in the basement there by myself, and it wasn't too bad. I had a rock thrown at me, and that's about it. But other than that, I've never felt anything malevolent there. It's a family. They're just going on about their business. You can look up several things from them online, and you can find some pretty interesting facts about the place. It's appeared on television shows. I think it was My Ghost Story that it was on. But the EVP there was the big thing that I got, and hearing Alma's voice upstairs. That was a pretty fun experience there, and having the rock thrown at me. And one of the interesting things that happened there one time, I have a niece that she's a little bit of a empath, and we were upstairs and she started getting nauseated. And if you look on the picture that I provided, if you look at the very top where that window is, that's actually the attic. And that's where we were, and she started getting really sick. And when she got really sick, that's kind of a little bit of a hint that she probably needed to get out of there, because she's prone to getting, she allows the entities to take a little bit too much from her, and dare I say, she's been possessed. And it usually starts with her getting a little bit queasy and not feeling that great. So whenever, hadn't happened in a while, thankfully, but usually that starts happening. Time to get her away from the area, or we're going to lose her for a little bit. But it's we was up there, and she started getting a little bit sick, and we heard a cough. We were the only, me, my sister Beth, Demi, and Cassidy, two of my nieces, and Cassie's the one that gets nauseated, and we heard a cough, and we got out, and we come actually to this side of the house, and it's because we were parked like right over through here. And whenever we got there, she was fine. Nothing else happened for the rest of the night. She just needed out of the house, because I think whatever was trying to get a hold of her, it was starting to get a hold of her, if you know what I mean. I don't think it was trying to do anything malicious, but maybe it sensed that empathy in her and that empathic ability that she has, and it was probably trying to force a little too much, and you just gotta tell them no sometimes, and most of them will listen to you. But that was another really cool instance that happened there. And also, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember if it was her camera or if it was my camera, because I had a digital SL, or not an SLR. I had I can't remember what the hell it was now. It's been years since I had it. It was a really nice camera, though. It was a film camera. It wasn't digital. I think I tried to take a picture up there, and it wouldn't take a picture, and then the phone went dead, or the camera went dead. I said phone because I'm recording this on my phone. But yeah, the camera went dead, and whenever we got out of the house, it came fully back. I mean, full batteries, full everything. So, I mean, this place does and can drain your batteries. You will see apparitions. You will experience the paranormal here. So if you got a chance to check this place out, I fully recommend you do it. And also, Cassidy scared the hell out of me one night here. We were standing by the stairs, and I was watching a shadow, and it was moving back and forth, and then all of a sudden I lost full visual of it. And I was looking, all of a sudden I felt, a hand on my shoulder, and it started tugging up my back, and I was like, oh, here we go. When I happened to look around, and Cassie was right in my face, and I screamed bloody freaking murder. It scared the living hell out of me. So yeah, she had a pretty good laugh about that. So all in all, you ever get a chance to really go to this place and check it out, I fully recommend it. I still believe they have tours here. I haven't seen anything otherwise. I just, I don't like going to places like this and because usually whenever you go, there's like 30 plus people there, and putting on a real investigation is just next to impossible because, there's so many variables. You got to deal with people who are walking around, goofing around, running around. You don't know where anybody is. Nobody will keep in contact with other groups, and I mean the investigations they try to put on there are decent enough because they can cover a lot of ground, and you will and can get pretty solid evidence. But it's just one of those things that you definitely want to try to do by yourself. But I think the cost of doing it by yourself is quite steep. From what I've heard, I've heard numerous sources say it's probably about $400+ for a group, and with the equipment you have to buy. I mean, unless you got a pretty good sized group, you don't want to, one or two people have to round up a couple of $100 a piece just to spend a few hours in a place. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, especially in today's society where everything's expensive anyway. But we got to do what you got to do, I guess. So this has been Josh from Mike Paranormal with a just a video on my experiences at the James Eldred house. I hope you enjoy it. Have a chance to go there yourself someday, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.